Slice that thing off in combat with a katana.
Oh man, that was so sick.
And they just sort of close up a Goliath and his eyes get real big for a second, and then you see like it's just like a football falls to the ground.
Yeah, so that church was. I cannot give too many specifics. I already have said too much, I'm sure. But my parents mostly had to go out of obligation, it feels like. So we would sneak out right after communion. But like, there's no sneaking out. You just like go around to the big doors, and you leave.
Yeah.
And man, I just remember being like, like years later, being like, no one else ever did that. There's never anyone else in the parking lot.
How much more service do you think was after that point?
Probably another like half hour, 45 minutes.
That's saving a decent chunk.
Yeah, and like when you're my dad, you're just like, I don't like deal with all these people afterwards. I don't want to be like stopped by every other person.
Dude, when you were a kid bored in church, where did your brain go?
They had little pencils, so I would be like drawing or like trying to get my mom to draw stuff for me, and she'd be like, "No, I can't do that right now." So yeah, I do that, and yeah, my mind would definitely wander to like, because I was like, maybe I can actively like think of something else, like like a torture victim, like put my mind somewhere
disassociating.
Else. Yeah, totally disassociating, but I didn't have that kind of vocabulary at the time, so it's like. I'm gonna really like think hard about like doing something else. That's probably when I farted so loud.
The thing you were thinking about doing was farting loudly.
It's like, yeah, that'd be hilarious.
Dude, the pew is the perfect like megaphone for a fart. It's like a wooden cradle.
Yeah.
And it's so long, but everyone's touching the same surface, so the vibration could travel for like several people.
Yeah, it's like the fret on the guitar or whatever.
It's a fretless bass.
It's just like, oh my God. But yeah, no, I wish I could remember. I probably mostly thought about like, like what cartoon show am I going to watch when I get back? Or like, I hope that I set up like the VCR to tape some, like Tailspin or something.
Dude, I would always picture battle droids busting through the stained glass.
Oh, that's awesome.
And then I whip out a lightsaber and save everyone. That was kind of a go-to.
Oh, that's great.
They don't even know I'm nice with it. Because I'm in the backyard with the stick.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Shit. Dude, like 2 years ago, so I was like 28. We had some like little cousins, I think around Thanksgiving, and my mom had a very fun idea to have like a sword fight with long like wrapping paper tubes, those cardboard tubes.
Oh dear!
And I have to just put this video in there. I think I still have it. I just like got activated. I was like, oh yeah, I remember how to twirl these, and so I was doing like spin moves and like juking out these like 8-year-olds, and my buddy sent it to some like I don't know like metal like some like Evanescence type shit like I tried so and it's just like a 28-year-old barely leaving his feet doing it. Let's do an improv scene. What do we got? Something from that. Little cousins.
Yeah, little cousins. Fantasizing at church.
Fantasizing in church. Let's do that. Are we going to talk about what happened in there? Or are we just going to sit? It's going to be a silent car ride. Bryson? Bryceland? Was it one of you three that started it?
Oh, man.
Bryce? Why do you keep looking at Bryceland?
No. Oh, man, no. Oh.
You're not going to get in trouble. I just need to know why a spontaneous rendition of I Just Can't Wait to Be King from Lion King completely derailed that church service. Bryson, you've been really quiet. You're the only one not groaning. Yeah, and you're doing kind of little big stinker faces. Hold on. Bryson?
Oh, no. Oh, God.
Give me anything, Bryson.
Oh, Mom.
Don't poop your khakis. It looks like you're close. You're all worked up.
I'm just so stressed out.
It's fine. Everything's fine. It was more of a big disruption than anything. No one's in big trouble. It seemed really well coordinated. There was a lot of color and life to it, but it did derail the baptism of your friend Amy. She was getting baptized, and you guys set up and said, "Oh, I just can't wait." Really kind of ruined her day.
It's just so long, Mom.
So long?
So long. It's so boring.
You did that out of boredom? You did a whole choreographed number from Lion King's on Broadway?
Yeah.
We gotta tap into that, bud. That's actually amazing.
Oh, I'm too embarrassed.
Theater's cool, okay? Just because it's gay doesn't mean it's not cool. Remember that.
Oh, Mom. I love you, Mom.
I love you too, Bryson, the one in the middle in the back. Bryce, how long in advance did you know about this big number? And by the big number, I mean the big fart you did.
Oh, jeez.
Folks, it's Holy Smokes, where we smoke weed and tell Bible stories. My name's Scoochie Boochie. Clayton Margeson is still here. Let's fucking go.
What a disappointment to your listeners this must be. Oh, God, he's back? Oh, jeez.
They're always back. I have 2 episodes in a row of everyone. David and Goliath, part 2.
David brings the food to the army, and his dad, Jesse, Uncle Jesse, is like, "Hey, you gotta let me know what's going on with your brothers." So they all are in this unit, I guess. And then his brothers are like, what are you doing here? You gotta go tend to the sheep. Real assholes, these guys.
Yeah, you're welcome for the cheese.
Yeah, he brings cheese. He brings like ribs or something. I don't know.
And then they see Goliath's foreskin and lose their appetite. They're like, every day he whips it out.
I can't.
Clean it. We can tell you don't. That's why we're running from the stink.
Shamma, say something.
It's ShamWow now. I got a solution.
ShamWow now. So they're like ribbon. They're giving David a hard time, and then Goliath comes out. That's when Goliath comes out, and David.
He's going helicopter style.
And David is also naked, I guess, because that's what Michelangelo did for him. Appreciate that, Mike.
Yeah. Calling Michelangelo Mike is really funny. Yeah, we're chill like that. Like I'm Mike.
That's what that movie Like Mike is about.
Michelangelo.
You're giving this stuff away. You gotta write this down. So Goliath comes out and is yelling, "Hey, I'm gonna smash your bones and make them into, like my bread or whatever." And the Israelites again are like, "We gotta get out of here. Look at that foreskin." And David's like, "No, let's not do this." And I think he talks to like King Saul and Queen Abner. And he's like, all right, I'm going to go take down Goliath. Because I don't know if he hears about the reward, and it's kind of implied that he's like, no, I'm going to do this because I love Israel.
Oh, yeah.
And because this is God's army, and we're going to show him what's up. But they never say explicitly that he doesn't take the tax break or anything. I'm like, he probably would. I would have. Why not?
He's
take
smart.
credit.
He's a smart guy. It's May. New month means new exclusive on the Patreon. Patreon.com/HolySmokesPod. It's essentially a Scoochie Boochie Patreon as well. This month, it's the Lost City of Atlantis live. This is a full set I did in Grand Rapids, Michigan in 2021. A bunch of friends were there. One of the first times I got to do the album after the pandemic, so super fun. Other stuff already on the Patreon, an unreleased song about dinosaurs, a conversation about Christian rap, May I Tube, and more. Patreon members also get a discount code for Scoochie Boochie merch, including Lost City of Atlantis vinyl, and also shorts. And if you want me to do an ad read on the show or on my Instagram, hit up holysmokespod@gmail.com. I'll do it for quite cheap. And then when this show blows up, people go back and watch, and they'll find your stuff. Thank you for supporting my dream and doing this as a job.
Goliath comes out, talks some shit. David's like, you can't talk that shit to me. It's a real WWE moment, and he calls him an uncircumcised Philistine again.
Got him.
To his face this time. And Goliath, either that or maybe just David's impudence pisses him off. So he charges the line. And everyone's like, oh shit, here comes Goliath. But David also charges the line. And it's like, this is it. It's going down. And part of the deal is that it's like, if whichever side loses, they lose the war. And that's why no one wants to go and fight Goliath, because they're like, he's just going to kill me. So David is putting it all on the line, himself, his kingdom, everything. And that's like, pretty cool hero stuff.
That'd be a cool episode of Power Rangers.
Yeah. So he winds up, I left out a critical part, which is that he picked up some pebbles on the way.
He had a cool like training, like not even like a training montage, but like, in Hot Rod when he's like doing gymnastics in the woods, blowing off steam. He's doing that, but he's just by like a cool stream. There's a flute playing and he's picking out smooth stones.
Yeah.
Let's just picture that for a second.
So he picks up some smooth stones by the stream, as one does, and he also. Oh, and when he's yelling at Goliath, he's like, "I may be a shepherd, but because Goliath's like, you're just a little boy, like get out of here." And he's like, "I'm a shepherd. I fought the lion. I've killed the antelope or whatever." And
cut to an antelope. Oh, Jesus Christ! Just leave.
Yeah, it's like, no, yeah, okay, all right, like maybe. But I don't totally buy it. You're just boasting, you're trying to piss him off, and it works. Goliath gets all mad, as giants do, right?
Yeah.
He's just like, that's it, I'm coming for you, and charges them. But it mentions later that he doesn't like have his sword unsheathed, so it almost feels like he's just gonna like smash him with his hands.
So he's the Hulk, basically.
Yeah, right? And it's like, okay,
this is the closest to a Marvel story in the Bible, I think.
I feel like, right? Yeah. It's like there are some monsters in the Bible, like the whale that eats Jonah, and the Chimera or whatever.
The Cthulhu.
I went to church a lot, but we didn't really learn the Bible that much. So there are times where I'm like, wait, what happens in this one?
And then when the stingray kills Saint Erwin, you're like, that's not biblical. That's just common knowledge.
No, that's Old Testament shit, man. He sends a stingray. Like that's when God's just like losing his mind.
All the coolest shit in the Bible gets like one verse though. Like there's a part where they're like Noah's Ark days, they're like, yeah, and there was the Nephilim and they were having sex with humans. And you're like, well, who are they? They're not humans, and that leads to all these like alien theories and shit. And then there's also the Leviathan, which they're like, oh, and also there's just a big mystery fish down there, and you guys don't even know about it. And we're like, well, tell us about it, and then it just moves on.
Just moves on. There's no time. Oh, they got so much other stuff to get to.
But then the other stuff is like, take 3 clay basins of chaff.
It could use an editor. I'll put it that way. It could use an editor. Because it's like the stuff that has survived is not necessarily the most interesting stuff. David and Goliath is great, but it's like one verse. It's
and
nothing.
4 salahs of flour were given unto the sons of the mother's brother. You're like,
oh, come on. Like, no wonder you had to do like 4 kids version, because you're like, all right, no one's going to be reading this stuff. Let's just give them like some candy that'll like get them interested.
And what's crazy is that's where like one of the big like don't be gay verses is in the middle of like Deuteronomy. It's like, dude, you just ignored chapters and chapters of shit that we don't do anymore.
Yeah.
You're not like, following all that. But then there's a part where like, and don't lie with the man. And you're like, that part we actually still like though. Like, come on.
It's like this redacted report. Everything around it is blacked out. This one part. It's like
obviously we're not doing a lot of unclean dove stuff. It's just we don't doves. That's unreasonable. But homophobia, that we can find a way to work that in.
All right, so they're charging at each other. It's Goliath versus David. This is the moment we came here for.
We're coming for.
Or this is the moment I'm coming for. It's a little sneak peek into what my afternoon was like. No, it was.
You'd have to be the first guest to at least confess to jacking it to the story before the pod.
It's David and Goliath. There's a lot of hot stuff in there.
Oh, yeah.
He's got a javelin on his back. There's all sorts of stuff.
There's also sorts of cock talk as well.
Yeah.
The tension between the two is crazy.
Yeah. It's like I'm gonna fuck you. You got an uncircumcised penis.
Slice that thing off in combat with a katana.
That's oh man, that was so sick.
And they just sort of close up of Goliath and his eyes get real big for a second, and they just see like it's just like a football falls to the ground.
Yeah. It falls on the dog that's following Goliath.
Yeah, it's an anime. There's a little fluffy guy, and he gets squished for a second, and you think he's gone, and then he pops up like, boop.
Yeah, he's right in the middle. Yeah.
They start screaming because it realizes what fell on it.
Let's not do that as the improv.
They play it cute, but it's actually horrific.
Well, and this is where David slings the stones. It's like one line too. It's just like he threw him, and one of them hit Goliath in the forehead.
Yeah.
And it doesn't. I don't know if it killed him or just knocked him out.
I think one of the versions said it like sunk into his head. I don't know if I'm remembering
Yeah.
that from an adaptation or the actual book, but like, yeah,
That's what it said. Yeah, I was like,
headshot.
seems like that's a he's that either killed him or put him in such a state that it made it very easy for David to come along and unsheath Goliath's sword, which is when you know, like, he didn't even have a sword out. Like, boy, he was really underestimating what he was up against. And like, wear a helmet, you know, like, come on. But yeah, so then it cuts off Goliath's head, which is another like taunt that he used on Goliath, and everyone's like, "Oh shit, he did it!" Wow. And that's his spoils after this. He gains one Goliath head
in his inventory.
Yeah, exactly.
And he's fully encumbered. He can't run anymore. It's a big head.
It's like, oh, I can't carry the head and the sword at the same time. Oh, if I equip the sword, okay, all right.
It's essentially a snail, and the shell is Goliath's head, like proportion wise.
It's gotta be so big. Yeah, it'd be like not Easter Island, but like, you know, the like smaller Titan version of that, the 6-foot Titan version of that. It's like, this is just like, all right, this is pretty big, but like I could probably make this.
No one ever talks about how big that head was to have just later on.
It also mentions how Goliath's shield bearer went before him, and I'm like, did he immediately defect to David and drop the shield and pick up the head and be like, hey, all right, we did it, guys?
He tries to do like a Woody Allen voice.
Yeah, I didn't know who would win. I didn't know what was going to happen, you know?
The sun is terrible for me. I'm not wearing
Yeah, I apologize.
No, I made you do it. I said, what if someone did a Woody Allen voice and then didn't do one?
Wait for the improv scene when it comes to that. So yeah, he takes Goliath's head and then and then Abner comes up and is like, hey, what's your name? Which I'm like, that's a funny thing to lead with. Yeah. Who's your father? And that's what they really want to know. Yeah. And it's just like, oh yeah, it was a very different time. They're not like...
Your dad's going to get the assets. There's not like a rich young guy.
Yeah, you can't do that.
Yeah.
So yeah, they're like, who's your dad? And he tells them, and then the story ends with what bigger climax could there be than saying like, his father's name is Jesse. So I was like, really?
They're so big on fathers. It matters so fucking much.
Right? The big one upstairs. He's number one. Man.
The top daddy-o.
Top daddy-o. I got kicked out of Sunday school for cursing too much. So,
do you remember what you said?
Style. I think I said shit. And I know I like said God, and like I think at one point I did say God damn it.
God damn it. Yeah. I was like, it's for sure not here, man.
Yeah, it's like you are in 4th grade. Like you cannot say that stuff.
Do you remember why you said shit or goddamn it? Or just drop a crayon or something?
I probably was like yelling at some other kid. The kids were awful.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god. I mean, some of them were cool. You know, some of them were just like me, head down, just like trying to get through it. But some of the kids, like their parents were like big boosters of the church.
Oh yeah.
And so the attitude.
Oh, they were entitled.
God. Yeah. And yeah, so they.
But to like what? Like Capri Suns?
Like, you know, yeah, exactly. They'd take your stuff, or they'd like, you know, go to the girls and like call them awful names and stuff like that. Wow. Just terrible kids. Yeah, you know how it is. These like suburban, like waspy, like. Yeah. Oh man, and also it's one of those things too where it's like I'm looking at them, I'm like, I don't know, man, like. Your parents were like fighting in the parking lot the other week. You know, you just like it's like there's too much like real stuff going on here that like I don't think we need to start anything.
What if we did a scene that was like, it's the kid being like arrogant to the other kid, and I'm the kid I'm drawing with crayons and is not giving you anything.
Okay, all right. Well, it's a bold choice. So I respect it.
All right, we're gonna try that.
Wish I thought of that. All right.
Wish you thought of that 3 times. It gets funnier every time. All right. Blue is a good one.
Hey. What are you drawing? What is that? The ocean? Just drawing the ocean? What's with all the blue? Wait. Oh, come on. That's a fish tank? Get out of here with that. That's no fish tank. Give me that. I'm going to show you how to draw a fish tank. Yeah, give me that orange crayon too. Yeah, there we go. See? You got to layer the wax on top of the wax here. You see what I'm doing? You're all over the place. You're just jamming it down the paper's throat.
But it's very orange. It's very blue. So I got to really make sure, because sometimes it's not all the way on there.
Not all the way on there. You're trying to leave a... Look at this. Oh, God. Oh, you're making a mess. You kids. I can't believe you kids. You drive me insane. Now, if my dad was here, oh, man, he would lay into me for not laying into you. Let me tell you, I would be in trouble.
For not making me in trouble?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm going easy on you. If he was here, boy, would I get it.
I drew real blue, real orange.
Real blue and real orange?
It's good. It's colors. They're good ones. You don't know about these?
What?
You don't know about these? Blue and green and orange? Those are good. So it's good to have a lot.
What's wrong with you?
I'm Tommy.
I know you're Tommy. Don't smile at me. I'm laying into you. You gotta figure out what these crayons are all about, son.
What's the point of just doing little scrambles? I want my to last.
Oh, this is gonna last. This is a fossil waiting to happen. And speaking of which, a little old-fashioned, don't you think?
Yeah, I'll get you one.
Oh. All right,
I always
okay.
thought this is weird. You make you little cocktails, but I'm getting good at it.
All right. Boy, have I had a tough day.
You want to talk about it?
Whew. Yeah.
Cool. I'm just gonna color.
All right. But take it easy on those crayons. Those are for everybody.
I barely any.
All right. Just primed now. Primed to keep an eye on you.
What are you drinking for? What's driving you to the old fashioned?
Oh, it's my old lady. My mom.
Your mom's old?
Yeah. Very old. And my dad, he keeps saying, your next mom? Oh boy, we're going to make out like bandits after this.
What? Like an inheritance thing? It's like a scheme? Yeah. This seems like a lot to be telling me. I'm 5.
Boy, yeah, you're not kidding. I'm 4.5.
But you're calling us you kids?
Yeah.
Oh, I could be calling you kids. Every time you're a little guy. I'm never ready for it.
It's my acting. Okay, you're here. Not hiding my voices?
Surprise! It's a kid again. Well, I can draw however the heck I want, language. I'm gonna do big smear. Fuck you, you're not in charge, language. You can't be drinking also. What the fuck? I just thought about that. I need you to drink. Now I'm in trouble. It's for serving underage minor.
Well, you know, I'd say I bullied you into it. My dad will love that.
Okay. I don't know where that's a see. I don't remember. Like it's all a blur. Like I guess we finished the Bible story.
Yeah, we did. Yeah.
Nice. Any final takeaways from the story? I think it's funny that the armor bearer didn't have Goliath have his sword ready. Like I feel like it's like a stay ready, don't gotta get ready thing, and the armor bearer is for sure fired.
I have to imagine that when you see your guy go down as the shield bearer, you've had a couple minutes where you're sort of setting the shield down, like just ready to drop it.
Yeah.
You're like, uh-oh, this is not going well. Everyone's watching him. I'm just gonna let this go. And you just run like hell. So like, the moment he's dead, there's no job for me. They're not gonna be like, oh, hey, you did a great job with Goliath. Yeah. Of course he's dead, but come work for me now.
What's a good analogy? It's like
that guy for the Bulls when he blew out both his knees.
I was Derrick Rose's knee guy.
Yeah, there you go.
Tough. Yeah. The knees specifically. That's where it all went wrong.
Yeah. Everyone turns and looks at you and you're like, oh, not like we practice. Huh? I'm gonna go.
Let's do one more mini scene. Okay. I feel like I gotta see it. What's something we haven't done a scene about here?
We haven't done David's dad asking for updates about his other sons. And David's trying to be like, no, you don't understand.
So David's bringing back. He just dropped off food and he's back with his dad.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah. Oh, Dad, you're not going to believe what I just did. I'm a hero. This is incredible.
How's Shama's rash?
Shama's rash? Oh,
I already had a bad rash.
No, don't worry about that, Dad. His rash is. I'm sure it's fine. It's we didn't really get to talk about that because Are
they eating enough? Did they eat the cheese?
Yeah, they love the cheese. But Dad, we were feasting. We were celebrating, Dad. And it was all because of me. You see, this guy, this big, uncircumcised Philistine, comes out of his tent while I'm talking. I'm out there. I'm talking to Benabad. I'm talking to,
you don't have to list the guys. I know the guys. They're my guys. No one has wanted to hear the guys.
You know who I'm talking about.
At any point.
I'm talking to them, though, so I know their names. You don't have to worry about it. So I'm talking to them, and I'm like, just they're talking a bunch of smack to me, Dad. They're trying to come down on me, but but then this Philistine walks down. I'm like, no way, man. No one talks to my guys like that. Not.
You talk shit to Goliath?
Yeah, I talk shit to Goliath, man. And so, yeah.
Thank God you're alive. You ran away fast, I assume.
What? No, Dad. No, everyone else was gonna run.
What did I teach you? In Bible times, running is always an option. The fastest thing is what, a horse?
Oh, but Dad, we're like God's army up in here. We gotta step to this guy. We gotta represent. You know what I mean? Like we can't just let him, talk all this shit.
I like how you're like my one kid from Jersey who's like a firecracker.
Yeah.
I had you with your Jersey-ish mother. I have 3 wives, and one of them's from Jersey.
Yeah.
You remind me? You remind me of a real person I knew named. I'll redact that. He's a real guy. He went to college with my brother. He ran track and field specifically to try to get with this one girl, so he was literally chasing tail. And then he never went to practice, and then at a meet pulled his Achilles.
Oh, it's too close to home is the problem.
And he was an Italian firecracker.
Come on, Dad.
Yeah. Wow. Okay. So then you talk shit to him, but then you ran away, right?
Well, no, everyone else wanted to run. But Dad, I picked up these smooth stones down by the stream, Dad.
Vibes, wavy.
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, you're not kidding because I'm out there. Here comes Goliath. He's running at me, and I'm running at him, Dad.
What the frick?
Yeah, no, really.
What, are you out of your mind? He must have beat the shit out of you. Did you hit where the bruises don't show?
No, Dad.
He got you down low, didn't he? I started rustling around in your robe. Did he get you
Dad,
here?
Come on, Dad.
Did he get you here?
No, Dad, stop tickling me. Don't tickling me.
I'm just messing.
Oh, you still got... No, we don't want to... Stop it, Dad.
I'm still your pop's from.
Oh, God. Oh, you only...
Punch you pretty hard in the chest.
Oh, God. Oh, Dad. Oh.
That's my boy. Fakes like I'm gonna do it.
Yeah, no. Seriously. Oh my God, Dad. God damn it. No, I killed Goliath, Dad.
What?
No, I killed him. I swung one of them stones. I slung that stone right into his forehead, Dad. It was just like it sunk in. It was like, I mean, I've never seen anything like it in my life. It was like when I was fighting the lion. It was like when I was fighting the bear. I escaped the lion paw. I escaped the bear paw. And I just put a stone right in his dome, you know?
ran through the whole NFC East. You got the Bears, the Lions, and the Vikings.
Oh, my.
You must be the Packers.
I mean, I'm just all over the place with this guy.
Holy
he didn't
cow.
stand a chance. And then, Dad, I go up to him. He hadn't even unsheathed his sword. So he's got the sword, and I pull it out, and
that's why you reek, because you're covered in Goliath blood.
Yeah. Dad.
Oh, is that what's in the huge parcel on your back?
So, yeah, I'm surprised you didn't ask me about that sooner, to be honest.
What's with this huge dripping parcel? The hairy, bloody parcel up there.
What do you think it is?
Hope not his foreskin.
Oh, come on, Dad.
Folks, thank you for listening to Holy Smokes. Clayton Margeson, do you have anything you want to plug? This won't come out for a long time.
Okay. I do an improv show with my team, the late 90s, at the Logan Square Improv Theater every Sunday at 8 p.m. It's a $5 show. We always play with Little Heroes, who are a really funny team. And highly recommend going to that show. 2 banger teams, dude. LSI, my favorite improv place in Chicago. Ollie, who did an episode earlier, is also on Late 90s and is hilarious. So, yeah, go to that. And you can follow Late 90s. I'll put that on the screen.
Yeah. Oh, thank you. Shout out to Late 90s. Shout out to Ollie.
Yeah, that's a lot of fun. I also do Armando at the I.O. Theater every Thursday at 7:30. So that's a nice early show. You can get to bed a little early on Thursday night.
And that show's is always loaded because it's been going forever.
Yeah, it's one of the longest running. I don't know which is the longest running anymore.
Something like that.
It's one of the longest. It's way up there.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's a fun time. And that's every Thursday. I don't know how much that show costs, but tell them that I sent you. Maybe they'll give you a comp. Anything's possible.